Hello everyone, so I am bringing you some Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. This is the Sith Lords Restored Modification, and I have a bunch of mods that pertain to this mod pack right here. So there is going to be a few things different, but let's just get right straight into it. Alright, so one thing you can notice is that I do have a Chiss in a, what is it called? A Zabrak model. We're not going to do that because unfortunately all it does is change the head. It does not change any of the rest of the body, which is a real shame. So yeah, all it did is change the head. Now, you'll notice the quality difference between this one and this one. This is a mod head. That's why. Alright. So, I'm going to be building myself a little more on the hybrid side. And I'm putting points into Charisma because this is where your, because this does help with your, force powers and other stuff. It's a very important stat. And because you, the main character, are the only one who can do some talking. Actually, I think I'm gonna, no. I'm gonna go back, though. I guess I can't. Oh, well, I don't need to go back, okay. I'm definitely gonna put points in a lot of these. Let's see. 4, 2, 4. And 1 point into demolition. And I am totally sorry about how loud the game is. Let's first find it. Piercing shot, no. Stealth run. Well, that's something we're gonna grab, definitely. I'm just not sure if I want to go demolition or not. I'll have enough points to later to bump it up with my first level. I'm thinking maybe empathy or condition. I'm thinking condition because I don't think the game's going to have that big of a wallet to my stuff at the beginning. Name, we're gonna random. Kinda wish I didn't go past that Luxie. Shalabala. That sounds like a nice name. Let's get right straight into the game. I'm gonna skip that. And I'm also gonna skip this.
Offline. The Ebon Hawk is adrift. You lie in the medical room in critical condition.
Yeah, so
you won't survive long without the hyper. Your fate.
I'm gonna skip the prologue. This game is long enough as it is, so I'm not gonna do a lot of the extra recordings.
Awaken.
Try to do as much of the max XP as I can get, but I know that it's like pretty much impossible to do that. Gonna go straight along.
Find what you're looking for amongst the dead?
A voice. I heard it as I was floating in the Kotor tank.
Yes, I had hoped as much. I slept here too long and could not awaken. It may be I reached out unconsciously, and your mind must have been a willing one. Or perhaps you have been trained for such things.
Slept too long. You looked dead when I came in.
Close to death. Yes, closer than I'd like. You have the smell of the Kotor tank about you. How do you feel?
The Kotor tank left me a little drained. Who are you?
I am Kreia, and I am your rescuer, as you are mine. Tell me, do you recall what happened?
Last thing I remember, I was on board of a Republic ship, the Harbinger. What happened to it?
Your ship was attacked. You were the only survivor. A result of your Jedi training, no doubt.
I'm no longer a member of the Jedi Order.
Your stance, your walk tells me you are a Jedi. Your walk is heavy. You carry something that weighs you down.
The Jedi and I have trouble here.
So it would seem. Keep your past and let us focus on the now.
What's going on? How do we get out of here?
I do not know. I was removed from the events of the world as I slept. A survey of the surroundings may provide the answers we seek. The ship we arrived in, the Ebon Hawk, must still be in this place. We should recover it and leave.
Could I explain why you're in such a hurry?
We were attacked once, and I fear our attackers will not give up the hunt so easily. Without transport, weapons, and information, they will find us easy prey indeed.
You seem nervous. Is something wrong?
Even as I slept, I felt much unrest here. I saw strange visions, minds colored with fear. Now, everything here feels terribly silent. A last word of caution. I would find out as much as you can about this place quickly. I fear we will need to depart as suddenly as we arrived.
I'll go look for our ship and some weapons.
You may wish to extend your search to some clothes, if only for proper first impressions.
I'll return soon to make sure you're right.
I leave you to the explorations of this place. Here I will remain and attempt to center myself.
Not quite sure how I got light side points for that. Let's go and equip the plasma torch. Now this is mainly just for opening doors. Yes.
Emergency lockdown overridden.
Oops. Now I'm definitely gonna want to go and equip the vibro sword. I'm gonna switch weapons.
Emergency lockdown is in effect. Turbolifts have been sealed to contain the explosion.
And that's one reason why I did put so many points into strength, is I wanted to be able to hit things really fast, really hard, not to worry too much about needing to put points into HP and defense. At least not right now. That's something I will put into. At the start of the game, you really don't need that. I do like the mod's underwear. You will naturally heal up over time slowly.
This is the exit, but it is sealed. Strange. In my visions, it was open.
Kreia? Try to find some other way.
Be careful. There is much energy in the room beyond, yet it stems from nothing that lives.
Kreia, who?
Can you not sense them? Reach out. Cast aside your sight. Cast aside what you see, and instead reach out with your perceptions. Ah, you can feel them. The droids you cannot perceive, but the small oscillations of energy, that you can feel, echoing outwards.
Okay, Kreia's help, you will gain a passive Proclamation powers. When this power is triggered, you should save the game. Okay. Basically meaning that I will get a warning if something difficult is coming up. If I remember right, there's a way I can... Oops. Oh, no. If I remember right, there's a way I can...
Is this thing the name? What? So, and according to so, you sir, hi. So, yes, idiot.
This isn't really that important.
Oops. I see.
I guess you can't detonate the room. There's something for you to save.
Ah, you hear it. It is faint, but it is there.
Feels strange, like the sedative is wearing off.
It is the Force, you feel. It has not been so long as for you to forget.
But it doesn't feel like it did before. It feels like it's coming across the great distance.
Do not turn away from it. Listen. Feel it echoing within you. Come, I shall guide you down the familiar paths. You will need it if we are to survive and escape this place.
Of course, we're gonna level up, not auto level. Force sensitive, okay. Let's see, what do I want? I am not grabbing Force Storm because unless that thing's been nerfed, it is just overpowered. Yeah, see, wisdom and charisma is what this power is based off of. And the reason I didn't grab some of the other powers is I'm debating whether I want to wear heavy armor or not. And if you decide to go with heavy armor, you will not be able to use some of those powers. So that's just a big fact. It's like, why waste points into something you can't use? personally like crits because that does not affect your hit chance. It just affects your defense. Later on, we're going to have so much defense, it doesn't even matter. And the higher end tiers, it will greatly reduce the penalty you take from your crit strike. No, not that one. That worked out in the end anyway. The other ones do take a penalty to your hit chance. And because I have like a -1 to my defense, that's why I am taking a lot more damage, and I have a -1 to my constitution, so I do not have as much HP as I normally should have for a tank. Kind of more of a glass cannon right now. I think the mod did change it, so all I have to do is just get near this door.
Ah, beyond this door, someone yet lives. Be mindful. His thoughts are difficult to read. But you have nothing to fear from this one, and he might yet prove useful.
I do need to go and open the door. So it was just a glitch the first time I was testing out the mods. Yeah, I did test out this area. That's kind of why we're breezing right through it. I'm not scrambling around looking for stuff.
Nice outfit. What, you miners change regulation uniforms while I've been in here?
Who are you?
Atton. Atton Rand. Excuse me if I don't shake hands. The field only causes mild electrical burns.
Gotta explain why you're locked up?
Security claimed I violated some trumped-up regulation or another. Take it up with them if you want. But they stopped listening to me shortly before they stopped feeding me. Now that's criminal.
What is this place?
Oh, you mean you didn't come here on purpose? I'm shocked. I really am. This slice of paradise is the Paragus mining facility, the only supplier of shipping-grade engine fuel to this corner of the galaxy. Paragus fuel plays havoc with engines, but it gets the job done. As long as you don't mind the toxic byproducts and trying to mine it without blowing yourself up. Yeah, this asteroid belt is one giant minefield. One proton torpedo, even a stray blaster shot, can start an explosion that'll make the one that shattered Paragus 2 look like a kid's pop detonator.
Paragus 2?
You know the planet with the exposed core you saw flying in? That hole was caused by the first mining station that tried to siphon fuel off the planet. Blew a whole chunk out of the planet and set it drifting out here in a big clump of fuel-cooled asteroids. So the miners drill the asteroids now, not the planet's surface. That's why they don't allow blasters here. Can't trust a miner jumped up on Juma Juice not to fire one stray shot that'll turn the entire colony into a thermal detonator.
The facility is deserted. What happened?
You mean before or after that Jedi showed up? Either way, it's a real short story. You see, this Jedi shows up, and you know what that means. Where there's one Jedi, the Republic will soon be crawling up your ion engine in no time. But the story gets better. See, some of the miners get it into their ferrocrete skulls that since the Jedi's unconscious, they can collect the bounty the exchange has posted for live Jedi. Well, what passes for the law here didn't like that idea. So the two groups started fighting. Then there was some big explosion. I was sitting here for a long time. Then you showed up in your underwear and things got a lot better.
The bounty to capture live
Don't know
Jedi?
much about it. Maybe the exchange wants one as a trophy, or somebody's got something against Jedi and is looking to collect. Not many Jedi left. Wouldn't surprise me if the bounty's pretty high.
Not many Jedi's left? What happened?
The ones that weren't killed in the Jedi Civil War ended up switching off the lightsabers long ago. Word is there's not even a Jedi Council anymore, but who knows?
I heard rumors about the stories I heard were of the Sith, not the Jedi.
Yeah, Revan, Malak, and the Jedi that went to join them in the Mandalorian Wars. They turned against the other Jedi and had a scrap that almost laid waste to the galaxy. Where have you been?
I've been away since the Mandalorian War.
Well, I wasn't there, but like all Sith, Revan and Malak turned on each other. After they turned on the Jedi, of course.
I heard rumor that Revan defeated Malak and went to Korriban to unite the Sith against the Republic.
Well, that was the story. But whatever happened there must not have lasted. There was some big civil war on Korriban. Knocked that academy to the ground. Looks like Revan's Grand Crusade finally consumed her.
And I'm going to make her, Revan her. I'm not surprised Revan lived for battle. She could not easily turn away from war or death.
Yeah, well, when she became a Sith Lord, she sure didn't stop. She killed her way across half the galaxy. Dark Jedi are bad enough. But when a woman falls to the dark side, you better space yourself before they catch you. No offense or anything.
Let's see, what should I do? I heard the rumor that she involved it with her new apprentice. That she was involved with her new apprentice.
Well, that was the story.
I love this aspect where you get to decide the events of the last game. I had some more questions for you.
Look, not like your half-naked interrogation isn't a personal fantasy of mine, but... Hey, wait a minute. You're that Jedi the miners were talking about. Where is everybody?
I don't know. The facility's abandoned.
Well, the miners can't all be gone. But if they are... Look, hey, let me out and I can help you. I can. I've gotten out of trouble countless times.
Pursue, tell me your plans and we can go from there.
This facility isn't a military installation, which means we may have a chance. You shut down this cell security field and I can reroute the emergency system so we can get to the hangars. We grab a ship and then we fly out of here.
I might be able to fly a ship out here without...
Well, go ahead and burn your thrusters. If there's been a lockdown, you're trapped pretty nicely on this level. You're going nowhere. Oh, except I have clothes. And this security field is protecting me pretty well from any more outbreaks of poison gas.
Alright, I'll trust you.
Great. Now to business. Let's get to the command console.
Alright.
Alright, here we are. Now this console is set on automatic hail. You may have heard it when you came in. The asteroid drift charts are constantly being updated, so it sends out a transmission to incoming vessels so they don't get crushed into space dust. The hail warns them to keep their distance until orbital drift charts are transmitted, and then provides docking instructions to incoming ships, usually freighters. Thing is, you can bounce that same transmission back to the comm here, and suddenly you've got access to the communication system from the inside. Pure pizzazz. The console's ours. Now, all we need to do is reactivate the turbo lifts, cancel the emergency lockdown. Hey!
What's wrong?
This system's been severed from the main hub, after it was locked down from remote. You can't even reroute the system. It's been cut clean.
Repair. I wouldn't be standard protocol in an emergency lock.
No. Someone tried to lock down this whole level tight and leave us here. Trapped.
Is there anything else we can do with this console?
I doubt it. All we have is communications back. For all the good trying to shout in a vacuum will do us.
Let's try to reach someone.
Be my guest. Not much else we can do. The comm's all yours.
Somehow I got light set points. Was it because I didn't tell him I was going to cut him down if he decided to cut and run? Okay, we don't want the logs. Dormitory. Alright, and then we go to Hangar Bay. Anyone out there? Hear me? A little droid. Do an ignition and then follow my instructions. We need another route off this level. So, way outside besides the turbo lift. I'd rather risk it than be trapped up here. Alright, so I'm going to open up these logs, and I think this is a great place to end this episode. I'll just let you guys see what we get. Alright. A bunch of crafting gear. Some repair kits, that's always good. Let's see what's behind the blast door. Oh yeah, that's right. I have to get a mine for that. Alright, well, that would be it for this episode. Tune in next time.